One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the UConn Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. Rams him with the stiff arm. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak, looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He fires one deep down the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive.
Going for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Bringing the heat. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Going right to work up top. Dances away to buy time. Finds a spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Shoots it to the left. And they will score! Touchdown, UConn!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
UConn going back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Unloads it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be
pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes. The tap. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UConn.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense...
The UConn offense goes back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's going to take off. Made a defender miss. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Plenty of time. Finds a man on the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Here comes the heat. Turning it on. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Punch it out of the air. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job. And
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires it down the seam. Makes a catch down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off. They'll start this drive going to the air. Steps away. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking left. Got him, and nobody's close. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left,
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Huskies. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Another nice drive put together.
UConn going back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's...
The UConn offense goes back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a huge play. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, UConn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
UConn.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got it. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. They'll immediately call timeout. Final play of the quarter coming. He's looking to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Looking to the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UConn.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just...
UConn going back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, baby.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. He'll get rid of it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's open on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This UConn offense really has it going. He wants to throw it again. Looking to buy time. The short hands, it's Lockhart. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fall.
Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Makes the grab. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's got it. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good...
He tries to take the top off. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it on the outside. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.